20 past 8 on RSN 927, and time now to head up north and check in with the Brisbane Lions. Sam Mays is with us on this Friday morning. Good morning, Sam.
G'day, boys. How are you?
Very well. Do you get the weekends off, or have you got to still train on a few Saturdays and Sundays?
We've got a few more Saturday sessions coming up. We've got our 3K time trial on tomorrow morning. So,
welcome to the weekend.
It's good. We've been training Saturday mornings for a while now, so I think we've got a couple more weeks of them and then get the Saturday off and games start flowing in. So
yeah, it's getting very, very close, especially with AFLX on the horizon as well. I'll ask you about that in just a tick, but who'd be favourite to take out the time trial tomorrow?
Nick Robertson.
Nick Robertson?
Bit of a no-brainer. He's won the last few. Yeah, he's a bit of a psycho runner. He can run all day. He can run all day, that fella.
Yeah, no, he's used that to his advantage on the field as well. Sam, how's your pre-season tracking yourself? After 21 games last year, you're heading towards 100 games, just 5 games off, and you've been in the AFL system a while now. Are they getting easier?
Definitely not getting easier, and it's definitely not getting cooler up here, I can tell you that. It's stinking hot, but the boys are ripping in this pre-season. It's been pretty good. Fags obviously came in last year and he's set a pretty good standard for us, and I think we're building on that pretty strongly so far the start of this pre-season.
Maisie, do you think that's a fitness advantage, the heat there? A number of teams go to hot climates to get some training up, a bit like altitude training. Do you think it's an advantage for the Lions?
I think it is. I don't think you really realise how hard it is to train in until you come up here and give it a crack. But yeah, obviously we play a lot of games in Melbourne as well, which isn't as hot down there. So I think for other teams it might be pretty hard to come up and sort of train in it, which is good for them if they're coming up here and training. But yeah, as for all pre-season, it's good. We did have a little trip down to Tasmania to escape a bit of it, and it was actually still pretty hot down there in Tassie, which is surprising.
You take the hot weather wherever you go.
Yeah.
You've been with the Lions now 4 years, and you've come across a lot of change. And at the moment, we're hearing incredibly positive things out of the club. Just your views on what has changed and why there is such a momentum happening now.
It's hard to really pinpoint the things that have changed. I mean, I think that the squad in general is driving a lot more for success, I think. There's a lot more blokes putting in the work, and you can tell that sort of before training and stuff. When training hasn't actually started, there's blokes out there working. Down in the gym, in the kick room, just certain times during the week, there's blokes working on their game, putting in the work. So I think sort of the last few years, I don't know, blokes are starting to realise that I guess success is built off the back of extremely hard work, and that's what we're building here.
What about a few of the experienced players who've come up? Tell us about what it's like to have Luke Hodge at training and what influence he has, not only on the field and when you're training, but off it as well.
Yeah, he's been very good. Luke and Charlie Cameron obviously came up as well from Adelaide. Yeah, those blokes have been very, very good. Luke's obviously very good. I'm sure a lot of people have seen the edit of him playing and his communication and stuff out on the ground. And that's been, I don't know, you can notice that a lot at training. And just his sort of composure and experience when he gets the ball and sort of knows what to do. And then off the ground, he's just, he voices up, and every time he speaks, you just sort of sit there in awe and listen to his knowledge.
One of the other players that has missed a lot of football recently, Alan Christensen. How is he going with the pre-season? And he looks to be moving quite well in the little shots that we've had of him.
Yeah, Alan's flying. He's going very well. He's put in a mountain of work through his injuries. And yeah, fingers crossed for him that he can get out on the park and play some consistent footy this year, because we obviously know how good of a player he is and how important he is to us. So fingers crossed for him that his injuries are past him and he can rip in, because he's a bloody good player.
One of the other players who's actually yet to play a game is Cameron Reyna, but has been secured with the club for 4 years. Is that a real positive sign when you see a young player come up there and say, you know what, I'm loving this environment, I want to be here for an extended period? Is that a real positive and an endorsement for the guys that have been there for some time?
Absolutely. It's obviously a credit to him and the way he's gone about it. But I think it's a positive to the playing group and the club on how we're tracking as well, because we've obviously made it very comfortable for him to fit in. And he's been training the house down. He's an absolute star. I can't wait to see what he can do. But yeah, it's a credit to him. He's got a bit of security there now, so he can just let his footy do the talking and not have to worry about that sort of stuff. So very good.
Just on a lot, is that a little frustrating when they're not coming to you and going, let's lock away another 4 years? Is that a bit of a downside, Maisie?
I've got a couple of years left to run on mine, but I might just pose the question and see what they have to say.
Throw it out there before you
run it by Swanee. Yeah.
Sam, good luck with the rest of pre-season. Before we let you go, I want to ask about AFL-X. Have you started training for it, or are you interested in it yet?
I believe we're starting to train in the next couple of weeks, okay. So that's pretty exciting. We do play a lot of, I'm sure other clubs do as well, we play a lot of small-sided games. Sort of started them up before Christmas, so I guess that's a little bit of a similar sort of game. So, look forward to that. I don't know what the go is with selection for those sorts of teams, because there's obviously not a lot of players playing, but it seems like a pretty exciting concept. So, yeah, look forward to that.
Yeah, no, can't wait for it. Hopefully we get to see Cam Reyna a bit of a sneak peek through AFL-X. That'd be sensational.
Hopefully, I wouldn't mind watching that either.
It'd be a good one out too in the forward line. I like that. Yeah. Sam, best of luck with the rest of pre-season. Good luck with the season ahead, and look forward to seeing the Lions continue their improvement in 2018.
Thanks, boys. Thanks for having me.
Sam Mays there joining us on the line from Brisbane.